to see you guys. Hey, Dina, Vinny, nice to see you. Please have a seat. Make yourself right at home here on Showbiz Tonight. So I know you've been dealing with this quite a bit. Snooki sucking up all the attention here. Obviously we were all very pleased and quite frankly a bit surprised to learn that she was pregnant, and now we learned that she was engaged because she denied for all the months the rumors were floating around. Let's take a look at exactly how she denied all that on Good Morning America.
Being pregnant should be like, a real thing and a happy thing, and I'm not, and I've been working on my fitness a lot. I'm pregnant, she's engaged,
Well, let's set the record straight, though, because you just said I'm pregnant, but we're setting the record.
No. I definitely do want kids, but I'm not pregnant.
All right, now, Vinny, you guys had a sort of special relationship, shall we say, on the show, and I think, quite frankly, a lot of the fans and some people thought that you would wind up as a couple. So what was your reaction when you first heard the news that she was pregnant?
I was counting the months on my fingers, making sure I was safe.
Just checking out the whole calendar there.
Yeah, no, me and Snooki, we had like a little playful thing. It was never serious, but I wish her the best of luck now that it is serious.
Yeah, and quite understandably, she did wait, as is typical when you're pregnant, for the first trimester to pass to make sure everything's okay before you share the news with the world. I wasn't surprised by that. But Dina, you and Snooki, you would hang, and you were pretty close. So what did you know? Did you know anything, or was it a surprise to you as well?
I think she waited with all of us, for the good luck months, So I found out a little bit before, the world did, so.
So that was cool. She kind of tipped you guys off, so it wasn't like a huge shock.
Right.
Tell your friends first.
I found out with the world.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was in on it with you,
So what happened? Your email go crazy and kind of blow up?
People kept asking me, like, Vinny, what's going to happen with the shore now that she's pregnant, this and that, and I was like, guys, that's a rumor. It's not true. I was still believing what she said. And then the next day I found out that it was like really happening. I was like, oh my God.
And people are saying, Vinny, get with the program. That we want to know. Well, let's talk about that for a moment, because I think, people, naturally, fans are pretty concerned that either things could radically change on the show and maybe the show won't come back at all, because really some people are thinking, how can Jersey Shore continue without classic moments like this?
Oh, party's here!
I started the freaking poof.
Right now, Snooki and Dina are whacked off their face. We're thinking there's no way they can make it to dinner or even out to a club to do this again tonight.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, Snooki just ran into the bush face first.
I couldn't stop. I f***ing Vinny and not you, you. Micah.
This is hell in this house.
Where's my boyfriend? Stop!
See, I would miss that. I think it would be a sadder world without all that.
Snooki, I'm not going to lie, she definitely is a huge element to what the Jersey Shore is about. She drinks me and any man I've ever met under the table.
Oh, hopefully not anymore.
No, she's definitely stopped drinking now. But, you never know what it's going to do to it. Is it going to add something new, interesting to the show, a new dynamic? We don't really know.
But do you think the show will go on? Because Snooki has said herself she won't be in the house while she's pregnant. The season finale of this season is about to air. What do you think is going to happen, Dina?
I think this show could go on. It doesn't take one person to make an entire show stop. The show's not only revolved around one person, it's revolved around all 8 of us.
Well, of course, yeah. It's wildly successful because of that dynamic. So you just would see it changing in some way.
Exactly.
I don't know. I went home for a few days on the show, and when I went home, everything kind of changed. Once you pull one of the pieces off, we all seem to collapse. So we don't know what's going to happen. I don't feel like it's over. Because usually we don't know until it happens. They call us up like a month or a couple weeks before. I don't feel like it's over, but then again, I also don't know what it's going to be now.
So to be clear, they have not told you one way or the other that the show continues?
They haven't
since season 1.
But we usually find out like last minute, kind of when everybody else finds out. But, I think the show could go on. I think it's fine.
I think there will be outrage if the show doesn't go on, quite frankly, that nobody is going to want to deal with.
Right, and everyone has like spin-off shows and other projects, so I don't think you've seen The Last of Us.
And Vinny, you mentioned how you went home at the beginning of the season. You were dealing with something that you've been very candid about, anxiety disorder that you suffer from. I actually want to take a look at how you talked about that on the show. Let's roll that.
I have anxiety. I have like clinical anxiety.
You just got it?
No, I've had it since I'm like 16 years old. I just have little episodes, and like I just had to breathe and.
It's not like loss of breath and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like a real attack. Like just totally disconnected, and you know what I mean, like. whatever. I've had them a million times in my life, and those are easy. Those are like simple. And then what happens is if like I become in a different stressful situation, I get so many that it kind of puts me in like a funk. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like more of like a depressed state.
So that's pretty personal stuff there. And quite frankly, I think it goes to humanize you even more. I give you a lot of credit for
Thank
being
you.
so candid about that. Has being on Jersey Shore made it even worse, this anxiety you suffer from? Has it in some way made it easier?
I think that it can happen to anybody. It's definitely not just, you know, I was just prone to it the way I was brought up. But, you know, now that I was going through it as a celebrity, it was a little tougher. I had a lot riding on my shoulders. You know, now you're walking away from money, walking away from a show, you know, everyone knows you. Everything I do now is, you know, seen by the public. And
Yeah.
I had to open up because keeping it inside while I was filming made it tough, you know. But it made me a stronger person. I have a book coming out about it where I share
Oh, good.
more, and it's a self-help book, how I manage it, and I hope it helps people, and I hope to keep managing it myself.